Yo guys, and welcome back towards this new stream here on the channel. On today's stream, I will be discussing the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency price action because Bitcoin right now is breaking down. I was literally just a moment ago in the gym. I came out of the gym on some very important discussions with something that's really cool that's coming up in the near future for you guys out there as well here. We'll be talking about it more in the future, but let's talk about Bitcoin right now because Bitcoin is coming down massively. Bitcoin breaking down of this very crucial level. We discussed it already earlier today in the stream, right? In the previous stream, we discussed the breakdown of Bitcoin. We discussed our price target that we were aiming for, an approximately 2.6% price target towards the downside. It was approximately the 42.5k that we were aiming for. This was, of course, a beautiful target. Right now, even though we were looking at that price target, we're coming down even further. So like you can see, price target already got met here. And right now, Bitcoin is even falling further below it. So in today's video, I will be discussing some key levels on Bitcoin to hold on towards, because Bitcoin is currently retesting a pretty crucial zone here on the 4-hourly time frame. Because in the 4-hourly time frame, Bitcoin is retesting this 42.5k level, and this 42.5k level is a level where I do not want to see Bitcoin falling below of, because if Bitcoin falls below the 42.5k level, we basically are not having a successful retest. No, we're having a successful breakdown of another range here, what you do not want to be seeing in that case here. So right now we're going to look patiently on how Bitcoin is going to behave itself in the coming hours ahead of ourselves, and if we're going to come down for even further from this point, yes, if this 4-hourly candle closes below this green box here, yes, I will be looking for even more bearish price targets. And of course, my next price target I will be aiming for if Bitcoin breaks this horizontal range over here is going to be around the 40.7k towards the $41,000 US. So yeah, these are the targets that we're currently aiming for. And on today's stream, we're going to discuss in live depth about what is currently happening in the market, and I will be trying to answer your questions as well even more in depth. So yeah, it's going to be a pretty interesting one. At the meantime, Bitcoin is getting and starting to get oversold on a 1-hour time frame, what is pretty interesting to see actually. As well, we are forming particularly crucial downward sloping trend line here on the RSI. This trend line has to get broken on the 1-hour time frame in order to create more bullish momentum on the market. But since we're right now going oversold here on the 1-hour time frame, and previously around over here on the market, we were seeing as well no oversold price action, what is currently resulting in lower low on the RSI previously around, but higher lows on the price action, resulting in a hidden bullish divergence getting formed. So there are definitely some bullish signals occurring on the market left and right, and we're going to try to look in towards it if we do see some very great opportunities that we could be taking on right now here. As well, if we're going to fall further down, there are going to be major market momentum shifts getting formed here. So like I told everyone earlier today, we were already in a downtrend since we formed a lower high on the market. And if we're right now could be forming a lower low on the market as well, it will be actually pretty good here. Maybe you would say, okay, but then we're going to confirm this downtrend even further on towards lower sides here. But while we are going to create that lower low on the market, most certainly, we're going to create a lot of divergence on the MACD, on the moving average and the histogram of the MACD, so that could be leading towards a very good trading opportunity. So actually, in my case here, for me to open a massive trade on Bitcoin, I want to be seeing the market falling a little bit lower. If the market falls towards levels around to 40.7k, my horizontal support target where I would like to open a position on, I will be definitely like to do so. I've been waiting for my Bitcoin position already quite a while here. I was not opening my position over here, since I was waiting for the $40,000 US approximately to get reached here. And right now it looks to be that we could be potentially head for another leg down here. Or we could be creating right now a higher low, and we could be creating a consolidation pattern where we're going to see, of course, the price action squeezing from the higher side and from the lower side in towards an apex, and we could be seeing a major consolidation pattern getting formed on the 4-hourly time frame. Could be for sure possible. So far, I think that's too much of speculation. So far, I want to be seeing more touch points getting generated on this level, and that we could be potentially look for a beautiful upper sloping support line from that range here. So there are definitely a lot of scenarios that could be playing out right now in the coming hours ahead of ourselves. And we're going to discuss everything with you guys out there on the channel. So yeah, we could be potentially look for a beautiful upper sloping support line over here. But my main scenario, I'm going to take everything in consideration. But for me, if this 4-hourly candle could be flying back a little bit here and still closes above the 42.7k, it's going to look like a very strong fake out bounce here, fake wick here on the lower side. So give me a second, by the way. I have to grab something. So I'm back again, excuse me. So yeah, my lips are very dry, so I have to get something for my lips, you know. Let me see. Is the head and shoulders on a daily really what matters? I mean, actually, like on the head, like I already told everyone before on the previous stream, right? Head and shoulders on a daily time frame, yeah, we could be looking at it, but as long as it's not breaking out, we're going to not look at it as our main scenario, you know? If it's going to be breaking out, yeah, then we could be approaching it as a main scenario to be anticipating. What I would definitely like to see is a very, very big scam wick on the lower side, because right now what we're seeing across the border, if we're looking at liquidations, long orders are getting squeezed out of the market, right? That's exactly what you want to be seeing. You want those longs get out of the market, because if those longs get out of the market, we could go towards the next level, towards the upside. Right now, over here, we can see the market is still pretty much leveraged neutrally on Bybit and Binance. That is not what you want to see. You want to see those negative funding rates coming in, because you want to be seeing bearish sentiment in the market. Because the more people that are bearish, the better opportunity it is to long the market, of course. Because usually you should be betting against other people. I want to sell it. I mean, it's always up to you, whatever you want to do here. But my strategy in my book here, like the thing that I'm not doing here is selling low. And if I'm going to sell my Bitcoin right now, I'm literally selling low, and I'm not really part of my plan here, especially for people that bought high. You're not going to sell low, right? Because then you're exactly part of the average Joes, and I mean, I don't want to be part of the average Joes here. I want to sell my EGLD. One, my friend. I mean, one friend told me EGLD is going to $130. I mean, absolutely, it would be pretty lovely if we could see EGLD falling a little bit lower. It will be a major opportunity, of course, for us to accumulate more EGLD if we're going to come much more down here. So hopefully, yeah, maybe it could come down here. But actually, I don't really think EGLD could be falling so significantly towards the downside, actually. I think that's a little bit too much of a bearish target. Yeah, let's see what is going to be playing out. But of course, currently, we could be looking at a major strong support range of EGLD, and that's why I've been starting to accumulate a minor leverage long position with only 4x leverage, very small position, also not a lot of money invested into the position, because what I'm planning to do here is that if we're going to come further down here towards levels of 140 or 160 US dollars, I'm going to even add more towards it, this trading opportunity. So yeah, I definitely would love to see EGLD falling a little bit lower, because yeah, I personally am planning to drive this EGLD trade towards levels around and beyond the 600 US dollars here. So looking like a major opportunity. Of course, let's say you bought EGLD only 100 US dollars on the low side here. Yeah, you literally would have already made an approximate 140% surge in like a matter of 20 days. So opportunities are high, and especially in these drop-offs here. So I look forward towards it. The whole stock market is down, so it's not just Bitcoin. That's true. The market is moving down out of more fear, because Russia has even moving more troops towards the border. So if we do look like at the US 500 on the daily time frame, we can see, in the 1 hour time frame, we can see that it was falling again. But actually, if we do compare like the US 500 towards the Bitcoin price section, we do know Bitcoin is falling a little bit faster in this exact moment of recording. So actually, Bitcoin is taking a little bit of a bigger hit than the stock market, like it has been doing for the recent days there. So it's going to be definitely a very interesting one. And actually, the stock market right now is trading on a very strong support range, while QB leaning towards a very strong bounce as well in this market. And like you can see so far, we are creating a pretty strong bounce here. And for Bitcoin, we're still looking pretty weak, actually, because we're not forming a significant strong bounce here on the market right now. So we undone all its hard work here. Like, we moved up, we came down again. And actually, this shows us a lot of weakness in the market currently. Since we have been forming a lower high on the market previously around, we form a lower high right now. We came up and we came down, and we're retesting the lower sides again. So this is definitely showing a lot of weakness in the market right now. I'm very curious about how this is going to be playing out right here from up this point. But personally, I think the chance on an even more further bearish breakdown could be very hard. But unless the stock market is going to do some crazy movement towards the upside, we could indeed still see this bullish pressure return back towards the market here. So yeah, I'm looking forward towards what we're going to see. But like I explained already, we're not going to anticipate this market. As soon as we're breaking out of this level, then we're going to be anticipating a higher target for Bitcoin. But so far, as long as we're not breaking out, we're not doing so. Bitcoin as well, about to retest the 50 on the RSI index. To be honest, if we're looking back towards previous price action, the 50 on the RSI index usually suggests as a very strong buy zone, because like you can see, every single time we're trading around that 50 on the RSI index, while we are in this bullish trend here, it's a very good buy. And of course, in the bearish trends, it's a very good sell opportunity. But once we're in bullish trends, it's a very good buying opportunity. Like you can see, this acts always as a magnet, as support and resistance. So once again, we're about to retest the 50 on the daily RSI, and Bitcoin could be leading towards this very significant touch here towards the upside. And as well, I've been warning you guys for it. I personally expect Bitcoin can be going for this potential W scenario on the daily time frame, and that's of course a scenario what will be absolutely lovely, that we're going to come down, make an equal low again, and then we're going to go up, because people are right now, of course I'm as well actually anticipating lower prices. And even though Bitcoin is right now retesting this exact level it touched it, this was actually a pretty beautiful touch point we did create here on the market. But actually, like just like me, I'm anticipating lower targets. Probably a lot of people around the market are anticipating lower targets, and that's a reason to not anticipate it, right? So there could be definitely a possibility that Bitcoin is going to fake out and still move up from this point, because there are definitely some bullish signals across the market right now, together with the negative funding rates we do see here across some exchanges. So a chance of a short squeeze is still pretty high here, but if we're going to be realistic and if we're analyzing the momentum behind Bitcoin right now, it does look, of course, more bearish. So that's the reason why we should stay also a little bit more bearish on the imminent short term on Bitcoin right here. So let me see what you guys are going to say here. Bitcoin on the daily is forming an M pattern. Actually, yeah, you could be as well approached like an M pattern. It's a pretty bearish pattern indeed. Double top that we currently are generating, together with a bearish diverge actually. So it's definitely a very bearish pattern that we're creating on a daily time frame. Like you can see, price action has been forming a higher high, RSI forming a lower high, so we're forming already bearish divergence together with like the M pattern that we could be looking at. It's looking actually pretty bearish for Bitcoin, so a breakdown is likely to occur over here. But yeah, just like I told you, the 50 on the RSI could be always occur a very strong bounce on the market, like it did several times before on this market as well. So do take that to notice. And as well, we are right now retesting over sloping support. If we can still hold on towards this upper sloping support line, will be absolutely lovely. If we could be getting in touch and move up from off this point as well, it could be a very beautiful touch point over here. But I think the main concerns that we should be looking at is what the stock market is going to do, because stock markets are already moving Bitcoin up and down here. And like you can see, last 1 hourly candle, the stock market extremely red, Bitcoin as well. But like stock market is dragging Bitcoin down, but not dragging Bitcoin up. So it's going to be very interesting how it's playing out. There's a diplomatic rush behind the scenes regarding Ukraine. I mean, possible volatility. Yeah, exactly. So Ukraine is definitely the reason why we are seeing this weird volatility in the market right now, guys. It's a fact. Ukraine is currently the reason why we are having this extreme volatility in the market is because there's potential war that could be breaking out any minute right now, right? So that's the reason why we do see some more volatility on this market. It could get very interesting, of course, because of that. So let me quickly check up on CNBC if they do have some interesting things here. So Ukraine accuses pro-Russians, rebels, excuse me, of the report of shelling the near border. So yeah, it's pretty interesting what's currently going around here, right? So there's so much stories around Russia and Ukraine right now. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And this is, of course, driving the whole market up and down currently. So there's a lot of influence that Russia is currently bringing towards the whole world in terms of the financial markets. So meanwhile, Russian-controlled media agency claimed on Thursday that Ukraine forces has shelled territorium held by pro-Moscow separatists. So that's pretty interesting, actually. So hopefully it will be not leading towards some conflict over here, because that could be absolutely bad. So indeed, we are in a crucial moment and in this period of the war, because if this war breaks out here, I do expect some kind of a black swan event, but we will be recovering very quickly. But because of all the fear and because of all the uncertainty, most likely, the market is going to go absolutely for a big crash. If the war breaks out, the market's going to squeeze out all these long positions. But eventually, I do think we're going to recover very quickly, and that is definitely your time to be buying. So in the period where everyone is uncertain, in the period when everyone is not knowing what to do here, I'm going to start buying more, of course. Let me see. Let's see. If you look back at the charts and look how it moves up and down, that's how it works, bro. Let me see. Is Vici your third biggest holding? Currently, Vici is my third biggest holding. And I've got Vici, EGLD that is very much growing currently on P5. But yeah, we're definitely having very, like Bitcoin Ethereum P1, Bitcoin P2 right now. I've got like more into Ethereum than Bitcoin currently. Why? Because I think Ethereum is going to be bringing me more wealth in the coming months ahead of ourselves. Let me see. Maybe the next reason for America is going to be the war to print more money. Maybe they're going to say, oh, we need to print more money because of the war. So let's see how the inflation will keep rising, of course. So probably next month we will be having 7.5 to 8% inflation again. Then we will be probably get another big pump for Bitcoin. So looking forward towards it. But the problem is here is like, just like last time around here, right? Here is where we got the inflation notes here, right? So what you should do if the inflation notes are coming out, short it. Because everyone is longing that period, and everyone's going to close their longs at that point, sell in the market. That's why the market crashes, and after it recovers up. So yeah, it's pretty interesting how it always works here. But it was pretty interesting spike that we got on the market. But yeah, we clearly were losing momentum, and then we came down again. So pretty crazy momentum that Bitcoin got generated over there. Let me see. Should we put up short orders? No, I'm not going to short the market once we're already oversold, guys. I think it's bad if you're going to short a market once it's already oversold. The point is, yes, it could come down further, for sure possible. But is it smart to short a market once it is already oversold? That's the question that you should be asking yourself, right? And I don't think it's a really smart decision. And actually, guys, as well, I did open a minor position on EGLD. Let me get it in front of the screen here. I did open a minor position on EGLD. Of course, it's only a $7,500 position, but I'm planning to hold this position open for a little bit longer. And I'm even planning to open more in towards this position in the coming days ahead of ourselves. Why am I opening this position? Let me quickly show you. This is absolutely a terrible color. I don't want to use this color. This is also a terrible color. I want to have green. Yeah, like this. So what we can currently see is that EGLD... Oh, this is way too bright. Let me make it a little bit less bright here. Let me do it like this. So what we can see with EGLD here is that it is currently... And let me make the chart also a little bit bigger, guys, so you guys can see it a little bit better. EGLD is... I want to be changing up something on this chart because I don't like to see some kind of... let me see. Yeah, I don't want to see this. No, I wanted to see this. No, I don't want to see this. So, okay. Right now it's a little bit better. So you can see it a little bit clearer. So what you can see is that EGLD is currently retesting a pretty crazy level of support, right? So you can see major resistance. And let me make this blue as well so we can see it even more better. But EGLD was basically retesting previous resistance, previous support, and support. So what I did is I opened a 4x leverage long here with only $7,000. But let's say we're going to be breaking it down. I'm going to use more money to average my buy-in if we're going to come down even further. So if EGLD comes down to $165, I will be getting a little bit more, so on. But of course, my liquidation is pretty low. But I'm just planning to average in towards this position. It's a very minor position, but I'm planning to take profits line to 1 towards $1,500 later this run up because I believe that we're going to be getting a major run up towards higher targets, and I believe that EGLD is one of the coins that are going to be absolutely exploding towards the upside. So I do look forward towards that, how that is going to be playing out here. If you want to be trading on the market as well, don't forget to check out Bybit right now. Bybit is currently, by the way, offering you $4,100 deposit bonus. It's actually pretty valuable. Together with that, you're getting a 30% off of all fees that you have on the platform. So pretty crazy. If you want to be checking it out, check out Bybit here in the link in the description. It's definitely very valuable to check it out right now, especially once the markets are down. People are uncertain. Those are the best times to be trading, in my opinion. And I'm definitely not looking to be opening shorts here. I only open very minor long positions with 3 or 4x leverage. I mean, you don't need to use 100x leverage. Yeah, if you want to use 100x leverage, Bybit got you covered, but I should not do that. It's irresponsible. I just use low leverage and I just accumulate further in towards my trades here. So I'm going to be making a ton of money in the future. And you know what? I can also use even more money to be buying in towards those trades here. So I do look forward towards how this, where this trade will be bringing me, because I believe that HLD is one of the most undervalued projects and protocols. And let's see what we're going to have here. Looking for a swing trade for Ethereum. Same for me, man. Actually, I'm planning to open a $1 million US position on Ethereum. Let me go to a different chart here. Let me go to this chart. I currently have approximately 150 to 200,000 US dollars in my account, purely in Ethereum, to open a trade against Ethereum as well. So Ethereum against US dollar. I'm planning to open a trade with Ethereum, so I'm going to leverage my Ethereum towards the upside, but only I'm going to use a 4x leverage or so. So 4x leverage with 200,000 US dollars is like an 800,000 US dollar position. I'm planning to open a big position on Ethereum. Why you're asking me is because Ethereum is like next level shit right now here, because Ethereum is going to bring out that merge. That merge is going to create so much hype on this market, and it's going to be absolutely skyrocket in my opinion. So Ethereum, very good buy in my opinion right now. Let me remove this drawing. Let me get this drawing here towards the upside. Could be, of course, where could you be looking for starting to accumulate your positions in towards Ethereum? You could be looking towards this upper slope support line actually. Where you could be looking at as well, this downward slope resist line is basically squeezing the price action in currently in towards an apex. So this could be leading towards massive market volatility once we're going to be breaking out of this pattern. So yeah, you could be looking to be buying on support. You can also look to buy on the breakout. That's also a possibility what you could be doing on Ethereum against US dollar. Rather, what I would like to do here is accumulate my Ethereum trade on the horizontal support range. On the daily time frame, we have this very crazy level with a lot of touch points, like you can see on the market. Major rejections, major support, and major support over here. If we're going to retest this range here, this green box, I am looking to start accumulating my Ethereum position. So right now, I'm still standing on the sidelines. I'm still waiting to open this massive Ethereum position because I believe we're going to absolutely explode. I don't believe we're going to do it today. I don't believe we're going to do it tomorrow. It has to take some more time as well if we're going to cool off with the Russia-Ukraine stuff. Then I'm looking to open my trade here on Ethereum with, once again, a low leverage, so I will be minimizing my risk here. So once I open my position, guys, I will be notifying you guys here on YouTube, on Twitter, everywhere. So follow me as well on Twitter if you haven't already, at Rover CRC as well. If I go live, I notify you guys over there as well. You can see it right now on the bottom left side of the screen. If I say, yeah, you can see it on the bottom left side of the screen here, what my Twitter tag is. You can also find the social in the link in the description. So make sure to follow us over there as well, because we will notify you guys what we're going to do with our trading positions, because we are transparent on this channel. So Bitcoin even coming down further, guys. So the volatility is definitely closing off right now. Did you close your 1 million Ethereum position? I just told you I'm planning to open it, my man. I've not opened it yet here. So I tweeted already about it. I'm planning to open a position. I have not opened it yet here. So once I open it, I will be definitely tweet about it and show it as well on YouTube. So I am having some other trades open. But those trades are all a little bit longer open. But once I'm opening a huge position, I will notify everyone on YouTube and Twitter. So don't worry. Once I open a position, I will show you. Just smash up the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you not want to be missing out on any of the content about these trades or whatsoever, you know. So make sure to check it out. It's definitely extremely valuable. So let's see what we're going to get here. It's going to be absolutely crazy. It's going to be definitely very crazy. Yeah, these are indeed crazy times for the market. A few weeks ago, yeah, and I had like one trade open. It was a very long time ago. It was like in October. I had a trade open, but that trade already got stopped out a while ago. But my last trades I opened publicly were around this range over here. I opened a very beautiful trade over here. Actually, took it all the way up here, but like I got stopped out once I was hitting my take profit, because my stop loss. Actually, it is take profit, but it was kind of a stop loss because you want to minimize your you want to be still taking profits along the way up here. Of course, you do close out of your trade once you go up here. So it was pretty damn good trade actually. 40k, welcome. Did you invest in XRP? I invested in XRP in 2017, 2018, 2019. But I still have like XRP on my ledger, but I'm not really touching it. XRP is like a thing, not my ledger, but on my exchange. Like XRP is a thing that I'm not really touching anymore. I don't know. I don't care where it is going towards. I will see it in the future. So Bitcoin currently, once again, retesting crucial zones on the market, falling even further down, of course. Right now, we got another 1 hour and 30 minutes to go before this very early candle close. And it looks to be that the volatility is going to turn up right here. So let's see what the swaps are going to do in terms of the leverage. Binance still neutral. Pretty interesting to see, actually. Didn't expect a breakdown. I mean, guys, I warned you guys already about the breakdown early today while we were seeing it live in the stream. So that was pretty important to know. Yeah, like you can see over here, price target got reached. Since reaching the price target, we even fell further on. And of course, that's the thing that you don't like to see. After reaching a price target, you want to go back up again. But currently, we're coming down even further. And of course, what I personally think right now is that we're having an overreaction since, yeah, targets are getting pretty oversold right here. 15-minute time frame is hitting the 15 on the index. Let me see the 5 minute. Like a 5 minute is looking pretty good actually. I think we're about to get a bounce here. So let me go towards a different chart, not the perpetual swap chart. So let me go to this chart and let me go to the 5 minute. Actually, 5 minute is looking pretty good on the RSI because the 5 minute looks to be bouncing anytime soon here. So we're currently retesting the support range. Like you can see, we're so far bouncing very strongly. And at the same time, well, the price action is decreasing here, right? Price action is coming down here. Let me make this green. You can see as well the RSI is climbing back up. So we're seeing a momentum gain back on the market. Probably going to result in a short-term bounce a little bit towards the upside, maybe back towards 42.5K. Before then potentially coming down further again. But I do believe that we're going to get a short-term bounce here since we're creating bullish divergence currently in the 5 minute time frame. So let's just wait and see how this is going to be playing out right here. But I do believe that we're going to get a short-term bounce from of this point right here. Going to long Ethereum at 2800. I'm exactly the same, Benny. I'm planning on opening my position for Ethereum as well around to 2800 towards 2840 US dollars, between those ranges. I'm planning indeed to open a massive trading position on Ethereum. And hopefully it's going to be bringing us very good wealth. Guys, let me know, should I do as well very quick giveaways so some of you guys could be buying this freaking dip here? Let me know in the chat if you do want me. If you guys want to have a giveaway, smash up the like button, guys, because it's probably going to be a like target. Smash up the like button if you want to be seeing a giveaway. Let's see how much we can smash up those like buttons right now here, guys. Your warning saved me from liquidation. Thank you, man. I mean, that's absolutely lovely to hear. That is absolutely lovely to hear. What is causing this? Most likely, it's the stock market that's the stock market that's coming down here. Why? Is because, yeah, Ukraine, Russia stuff. You know, Russia moving more troops towards the border, and that is just leading towards more volatility in the market. And of course, the U.S. woke up, and like you can see, stock market of the U.S. is once again down since yesterday. And that's the reason why we're coming down for Bitcoin right here as well. So I personally think why we're coming down is once again down towards Russia stuff. So it's pretty interesting. What's your Bitcoin long target entry? For 40,000 towards 41,000, I would love to open an entry. If we're not touching it, I will be okay. But if we're touching that level, it will be like a low risk trade that I could be taking, you know? That's why I would like to enter over there. Will be absolutely amazing, of course. Good info by you, thank you. No problem. I love it. I love doing like stuff, especially once the market is starting to be moving. If price breaks, what is Bitcoin's next support? Yeah, I mean, the support that I'm currently really aiming for, like I explained already, let me go to the different chart again. Support that I'm just really aiming for Bitcoin. Let me go to a clear chart. Do I have a clear chart? I have like so much chart occupied currently. Like it's crazy. Like clear support that I'm aiming for Bitcoin is around to 38 towards 40,000 US dollars. Why? Is because this level is just a proven strong level of support or resistance. Like I will be making these red circles here. And you can see all these touch points we got generated, right? These were very strong touch points that we got generated on this market. Over here we got a minor one. Like sometimes we touch them very shortly, but these are very good opportunities to like accumulate in this market, like you can see from the past. And if we're going to get another touch points over here, this would be lovely, you know. We already have been trading below it. We traded above it right here. It will be just a higher low that we can create on the market. Could be leading towards more bullishness in the end of the day, right? So for me, I'm just really aiming for 40 towards 38 US dollars if I want to be opening a position, not earlier, not later. If I miss the entry, I don't care, because then I'm going to look at the next opportunity. So Bitcoin closed a pretty good 5-minute candle. I'm pretty happy with this close on this candle over here, actually. It looks to be like a candle play. This is actually a very good candle play. Most certainly, I think we're going to come up a little bit here. We're seeing an increasement of momentum, and the price action still dropping off here. This looks like a clear shift of momentum back towards the upside. So actually, I'm pretty bullish on Bitcoin, how it is currently looking for the imminent short term. So for the coming 5 to 10 minutes, we could be probably see some more bullishness in this market right here. So I do look forward towards it. And like, you can be taking these scalp trades over here. I could have been taking a very minor trade on this one, but I'm not going to do it, because I'd rather focus on bigger trades here with bigger time frames and on big, just better trades on higher time frames. Like, the risk is pretty low to open a long position right here, actually, because like 1 hour is oversold. You're creating divergence on the 5-minute. On the 15-minute, you are not, but you are oversold. So there's definitely a possibility to come a little bit lower, guys. So it's not the lowest risk of opening a long position over here, but the chance of a bounce is pretty high right now here, actually. So that's the reason why I do anticipate it right here. So let's see what we're going to have. Yeah, stock market is open. Yeah, guys, so stock market just opened. We're seeing high volatility right away turn back on the market. So stock market just opened 2 minutes ago. Actually pretty important. You see that results in a lot of market volatility for cryptocurrencies. So far, yeah, it shows us not a lot of volatility. The US 500, S&P 500, aka, still trading pretty neutral. Let's see what we're heading towards here. That's a big support level. Good morning, Rover. Good morning, man. Hopefully you're doing well. Good morning, everyone who's waking up from the US. Left side is the US 500, the S&P 500, guys. So if you're asking for the S&P 500, the left side of the screen, you can see the S&P. S&P pretty interesting. It's pretty volatile, of course, right now, since it just opened. That's a big support level, indeed. Yeah, that's definitely support I'm aiming for to be taking a trade on. Exactly, that's my whole point. And as well, if I like look at momentum, Bitcoin is momentum it's currently creating is quite bullish. I mean, you can't go like you can't ignore that the momentum it's currently getting created here. So that's why I am pretty bullish actually on the market. So yeah, let's see what we're going to get from here on. You know, it's pretty funny. Like, a lot of people are still like, a lot of interest from crypto went away here in the recent days. Nasdaq big gap down. Let me check on Nasdaq. So US 500 is doing pretty well actually. Look at this. Yeah, nice, beautiful candle over here that we're creating. Bitcoin is moving up a little bit here right now. So yeah, stock market is holding up pretty well actually. More than 200 points. Okay. The central bank of Turkey is holding the interest rates. That's pretty interesting. And of course, the currency is absolutely down massively. So that's pretty interesting news. Dow Jones more than 200 points down. Is that true? Let me get to one screen here once again. So yeah, big gap here on the Dow. Yeah, also big gap on the S&P actually. Yeah, but I mean it's looking pretty decent. Like in the pre-market, the S&P 500 went down pretty much quite a lot here. So it's definitely a correction in the pre-market. Let's see if we're going to get more bullishness in the market right now. So Bitcoin opened a new 5-minute candle again. Actually a pretty bullish close here on the previous one. CME gap on the 40.6k still has to get filled. Man, I mean, if we're going to talk about CME gaps, I mean, it's like the biggest shit out there in my opinion. I'm not really focused on CME gaps anymore because if we're focusing on CME gaps, I mean, I do care about it for like the weekend. But if we're going to focus on CME gaps, we should pump all the way up here towards 63k, man, and we should also come down towards 9.6k. Do you think Bitcoin is going to come down to 9k to fill that freaking CME gap? I don't believe so. Of course, if you're OG watcher, you know the story. My friend is still waiting to be buying Bitcoin. He finally bought Bitcoin on $30,000 US, but he was planning to be buying Bitcoin over here on this CME gap on 9.6k. And actually, he was waiting, and then we came down, and he said, no, I'm going to wait for like 2 or 3 days in a row. No, I'm going to wait till the 9.6k, because that's when the CME gap will get filled here. So he actually missed out of a very cheap Bitcoin buy, and he didn't done it. He has not done it, and that's why he still feels so terrible about it. So please don't wait for your buys on the CME gap, because otherwise you're going to be just like my friend who missed his buy here on 9.6k for Bitcoin, and he actually feels terrible about it. He feels terrible still about it. So please don't be like him. Don't be like the guy that's still waiting for that that Benz, you know. Actually, Ethereum still holding up strong above the $3,000 US, so it's pretty nice here to see. And the HLD is still, yeah, pretty neutral. Only 0.8% down here, not a lot. What do you think about Ethereum? I'm very bullish about Ethereum. Hey, Dan, all good. Yeah, everything is good here. Altcoin market cap on support. So let me check up on the altcoin the dominance here on the market. Like the dominance is a very interesting play, if you would ask me, right? A lot of people are asking me right now, should I step into altcoins or should I stay away from it? Is the altcoin season still going to come here? I mean, actually, we're at 42% Bitcoin dominance. That's pretty low already, you know. But I still believe that we're going to get another breakdown, just like we had last time around here. But what we're doing is creating a very bearish pattern, right? So I called alt season over here. I called alt season into the beginning of 2021. I called alt season. I went all in on altcoins because I was expecting this major hype to come for altcoins, right? And then I called for this major good buy over here. I called literally this buy over here for the rejection for altcoin season 2.0. And of course, we dropped them more than approximately 17% towards the downside in Bitcoin dominance, what is of course pretty significant for all these altcoins. And like you can see, previous support flipping into resistance. I personally think we're going to retest this level again. And what are we going to do? We're going to come down again. We're forming an extremely bearish pattern. We're forming we're forming a descending triangle. What is a typical bearish bias pattern? If you don't know already, let me search it up for you. Descending triangle. It's like a typical bearish bias pattern. It's the most bearish bias pattern you have here. Like you can see over here on the right side. Let me open this in a new tab here. Like this is a very typical bearish bias pattern that you can see over here. And this breaks out just too many times here. So you can see we formed one over there, and it will be most likely lead towards another breakdown on this market. I really expect another breakdown that's going to come here. So I think altcoins, buying altcoins right now is not too bad. It's actually not too bad here. Forming right now. We just have to be like you can see Bitcoin bouncing a little bit from the support. So you can see this level. Pretty important support so far, bouncing from it. So looking still pretty okay actually. 5-minute time frame also bouncing a little bit up. I blame the Ruskies. I blame them as well, man. I also took a look at altcoin 2, total 2 altcoin chart. Yeah, of course. I look at this chart also. Wait, I have it here. This total 1, this total 2. Yeah. So you have like the total market capitalization of the whole market. This is the total market cap of the whole cryptocurrency market, right? This is an extremely bullish retest. Extremely bullish retest. So this is the total market cap from all cryptocurrencies, right? This is so like, oh man, this is like a buying opportunity. Blah, I love it. Like the all-time high we created in October was absolutely beautiful. November even. We topped out in November. I thought October, but the total market cap topped out in November. Usually always a little bit later than Bitcoin is topping out, of course. You can see the significance. Previous support, resistance, support. This is absolutely a beautiful level to be looking at in terms of accumulation, in terms of risk management. We're trading on a pretty significant level for accumulation, in my opinion, for the total market cap. But of course, we want to be looking on like buying altcoins or whatsoever, you know. if we're looking at the buying altcoins, we're basically looking at the same chart, like kind of the same chart. And it as well shows us a very good buying opportunity, right? It shows us this buying opportunity where we are seeing that we have seen several touches on as well. So we can see previous rejection, previous rejection, previous support, and once again retesting this level. So this is once again looking like a perfect opportunity for accumulating altcoins. So I'm very, very interested on how this is going to be playing out. Currently, the altcoin market cap is 1.08 trillion US dollars. Was absolutely crazy, of course. But this is a major opportunity that you do have on the market. And this is an opportunity where you could be trading the market towards the upside significantly. So I do look forward towards what we're going to get from this point. Hopefully, we are going to see this bounce towards those higher ranges. But this, for me, looks just like a massive opportunity. So, of course, I'm currently looking at the 3-day time frame. But this is a very highly used time frame for these kind of charts. So this is a very important time frame to look at as well if you're going to analyze these charts. So, yeah, looking like a very good opportunity, in my opinion, for altcoins and in general for the whole market. So, yeah, I'm very excited about where we're going to stand in the coming weeks from now on. And of course, we're going to go through it with you guys all together because we're all on this journey together. You still hold Costa? I still hold Costa. You know, I think I'm planning to hold Costa until the application is going to get launched, because probably this guy, like, you know how it works, sell the news, buy the rumor. And right now, what I think here is once the application comes out here, we're going to probably see a very significant spike in price action, because then out of nowhere, the token gets utility and people are going to see like, oh, wait, we can actually use Costa to send Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies to each other. Then the token will be probably spike very significantly, token price as well. So yeah, what I'm still waiting for is actually that the application launch, what will be happening in Q2. So I mean, Q2 is already around the corner, so I can't wait for it. Actually, I think we could be up for a very bullish price action in the coming hours, coming months ahead of ourselves right here. How do you manage your emotions when you have large caps that you want to sell? I mean, man, for me, you know how I manage my emotions is because I explained it earlier today as well. Like, I've been already through one market cycle in 2016, 17, 18, 19, 20, of course. You know, that's a whole cycle where Bitcoin is getting halved. So for me, going through a market cycle is how you learn to manage your emotions. Right now, I just know that I don't want to panic sell my Bitcoin because I see the larger picture. So it's just something that I don't know. It's something I've been born with, you know. It's just ambition and vision. If you want to be panic sell your Bitcoin, just look at what Bitcoin actually is here. Because if you don't know what Bitcoin is, then I understand you want to panic sell. But if you do understand the product, you probably don't want to be panic selling. That's the point. Times like this is for the true OGs watching the streams, not tourists. And Alex, you know, that's the whole point. You know, it's pretty funny. Once the market is up, because once the market is going to go up here, we're going to get, once again, thousands of views again, live viewers. But once the market is down, they're not watching because they're too scared. They're clicking it away. They don't want to fucking mess with it anymore. And it's going to be pretty interesting. But for me, I am I'm more on the grind mode once we're down, because that's one of the time I make money. And if it will go up, people tend to warrant, but that's not the right time to be buying. But the reason why the market is going up, because people want to be buying more and more, because we're in such kind of a market structure, you know. So it's pretty weird how it works, but this is how the market goes there. Like, people that are watching right now are probably making a lot of money because you know how it works. You know how the system works. Let me see. 37k, here we come. Let's see. Hopefully we could come down so much here. I mean, 37k would be a lovely target to accumulate a little bit more of Bitcoin's at here, actually. Yeah, that's why I do giveaways for the OGs. Giveaways for the OGs, exactly. So guys, yeah, absolutely cool, absolutely epic. Let me see. Any idea about XRP going to 10k? No, that's a stupid prediction, actually, man. Okay, so should I do a calculation real quickly? XRP is right now trading on 80 cents here. For it to go towards 10,000, let me quickly do a calculation. It has to do a multiplier of ships. For it to go 10,000 US dollars, it has to do a multiplier of 12.5 thousand. So what does it mean? It basically means that it has to do a 12.5k multiplier. What means, let me see, market cap is currently 38 billion. It has to be 45, like 475 trillion market cap, and that's not likely to happen. No, XRP is never going to reach that, man. Unless it's going to have a 75,000 trillion market cap. But that's not likely to happen. So please don't know. That's like a stupid prediction. So please don't anticipate that. XRP could maybe hit $2 to $5 like in this year, potentially, if they win the lawsuit. Things can get crazy with XRP, true, but like crazy as in like it can reach $2 to $4, you know. So that's, in my opinion, crazy, you know. What we could be getting. Yeah, buy more Bitcoin. Tether or VeChain for sure. I mean, Tether is a good project, but VeChain is, in my opinion, more utility, token utility. So stock market is coming down. Like you can see, US 500 dropping significantly. Dragging Bitcoin again down as well. So we're still creating more bullish momentum actually right now, but price action still falls lower. So in 15 minutes, we're going to close the 1 hour candle. So let's see how this 1 hour candle is going to close, because it's actually a pretty bearish close again. No candle player whatsoever. Not what you want to be seeing, of course. But just like you saw last time around here, this was times where we were oversold, and we're again oversold over here. So it's part of the journey towards the upside, and usually the oversold periods is where people are going to become scared, excuse me. But those are the times to be a little bit more greedy usually. I'm a big fan of XRP, but all these people wishing for a 10k XRP or $500 XRP drive me crazy. I expect a $5 is already crazy multiplier actually, and like if the lawsuits is going to do something positive this year, yeah, it could be for sure hit $5, but like it's still a crazy prediction in my opinion. I think XRP radar trading like $2 to $3 is like already a crazy prediction. But it's doable, right? It's a realistic prediction. And XRP, just like Alex is saying, has high inflation. Like the inflation in XRP is absolutely crazy. It says 24% a year. That's pretty heavily. So if you just look at the last year, like in terms of like the price and market cap, you can see already inflation. So there are a lot of tokens coming in towards supply. Only 48% is currently in circulation. So it still has got a lot to do, a lot of work to do, XRP. Fire from the tanks recorded. Check the news. Eastern Ukraine. Oh my gosh, that's why the stock market is probably dropping even further right now. So let me see if we're having anything. CNBC, we do have nothing. Check the news. I will check it real quickly. Nicole. Let me see if we do have anything, because yeah, the news is really what's driving the market right now. So it's just pretty annoying that we do have like this periods where it's not really the market that's doing its thing. But yeah, it's crazy. So like there are a lot of articles, like stuff here. Oh man, I hate these freaking stuff, you know. Live updates, CNN. So I hate cookies, but I will delete them afterwards again. So Ukrainian armed forces report shell fire in Donbas region. So this shell fire, I mean, there's already a lot of fire power getting used, if I say it correctly, across the border. As a result of the application of heavy artillery weapons by the terrorists, the shells hit the Kinder facility, according to the data. 2 civilians received injuries. Oh man, why are people so crazy? I don't get it why people are so crazy in the world. Oh, 2 minutes ago, Biden. I actually don't really care what he's saying. My sense is that Russia will invade Ukraine within the next several days. Like, there's so many. They're saying so many stuff here, and like they're throwing fire at each other. They're trying to show who's the strongest. But like, I think it's terrible. Like, I think it's terrible. I hate war, you know. So I think like Joe Biden is currently like 79 or something, or 80. I think he's a little bit like I want to have more people that are younger, like 40 or 50, because they are here for innovation. He's not here for innovation anymore. indication that we have is they're prepared to go into Ukraine, attack Ukraine. Binance saying, I mean, they're really. I hate what they're doing, actually. I hate what they are doing. How much money did you have when starting investing in crypto, and how much time did it take to make profit? Actually, like, I told my story already several times before. I started with $500 in crypto in 2016. I made a bunch from it, 40 to 50x here, within like a year. And then I started my addiction in investing more and more. And I worked at McDonald's. Even though I made a lot of money with crypto, I did my research, invested every single month more and more into crypto, buying up Ethereum around $90, buying up Cardano around 3 cents, all these crazy projects, Binance coin for less than $15. Like we bought into so much stuff here. Like I say we because me and my friends, we had a crypto addiction. Like I spent so much money into crypto. It's crazy. I'm very lucky because I'm from Western world. I'm from the Netherlands, and the Netherlands is a pretty rich country itself already. So I'm very happy and lucky to say that, because yeah, the opportunities are a little bit bigger for me over here. I totally agree with that. So for me, it took like, for trading, I started trading like 2.5, 3 years ago. And for me to start to get profitable took me around, like let's say a year, because I had periods where it was extremely profitable and periods where I lost a lot. And that's where my learning periods came from, of course. So it takes a while. Yeah, one guy, too much power. And you know, it's terrible because they are going to probably have war with each other. And like, not in America or something. You know, no, Europe is like the middle of the fighting field. You know, it's terrible. What do you think about the developments in the Web3 in 2022 and the tokens that will take a part of it? I've said it several times on my Twitter. I'm heavily invested in Web3 development tokens because Web3 is the future, and I believe in Web3. I currently am looking for startups in Web3 especially. I know a friend of mine, he's currently building in towards the Web3 project, and I'm currently trying to fund his project. So, I mean, Web3 development is definitely the best development that's currently going on here, because that's how the whole internet is supposed to be. Not Google and YouTube, etc. Sell your Google stocks here. Invest in Web3. That's what you should do here, in my opinion. So, they have too much power over us, just like Facebook as well. They have too much power. That's why we invest in Web3 development. Nice to hear a story. I mean, yeah, for me, well, my addiction started in 2016. Once I was 15 years old, I was allowed to invest my money from my dad into crypto, because he told me I lost a lot of money. Like when he was 20, he invested into stocks, etc. But he lost like a lot of his money, and he said to me, invest your money, because if you're losing it on your 15th age, you do know it in the future you're never going to waste any more money, because like $400 or $500 is in that period of my life a lot, but like in the future I'm going to earn it back regardless, you know. So we'll be learned from it very hard on that point. So he let me do it, and actually it turned around to be very good investment in that point. So crazy time here, crazy times. I totally agree. Web3 will be the next opportunity. Exactly. Exactly. More excuses to print more money, and that's exactly what I mean here. I probably think this is the excuse to print more money, and of course this is going to be the excuse. Yeah, the hyperinflation came from this, of course. So let's see what it's going to do. How can we invest in Web3? There are a lot of Web3 tokens where you can invest in, and those are basically tokens that are working on Web3. I can give you guys some examples if you want me to tell you about it. There are some very good opportunities that like you have Kusuma, like Tether is like performing right. Tether is performing pretty well, right? Because Tether is also focusing itself on like Web3 development. So Tether Network is definitely a very good investment in my opinion, because it's one of those larger caps here that is trying to work. Yeah, like you can see here, industry Web3. They're focusing on Web3 development as well. It's definitely very undervalued right now. So this is also not all too bad investment, actually. Already 100% of their token supply is already in circulation. It's also pretty good. You have like coins like Sia coin, if I remember. Sia coin. Yeah, Sia coin. This is also pretty interesting. Already quite a long around here, of course. If you don't know, remember this coin like 2016. Yeah, I know this coin from a while back. So this coin also pretty interesting. What we do see over there. I think the potential is a little bit less here with Sia coin, but Cardano is definitely one of my top projects to invest in. I think this is also like NFT. This proof of work. And it is focusing itself as not having the attack here, but I do know Cardano is working on Web3 development. So I personally think like Cardano is one of those coins that right now had a very big hype in the beginning of October, and right now it still could continue its hype even further on. But Bitcoin trading below 42,000 US dollars, that's crazy. Bitcoin trading below the 42,000 US dollars, that's crazy low. Of course, that's crazy low. Bitcoin coming below 42,000. That's pretty terrible actually. In 4 minutes from now, we're going to close the 1 hour candle as well. So it's going to be a pretty interesting one actually. I started investing into crypto 2021, but I didn't make 40x yet. I guess like a 40x is not anymore a thing in 2021. You know, 40x were things in 2017, but 2017 was a whole different market. Right now, it's like a more developed market, so don't expect a 30 or 40x. Don't expect those kind of things. Just expect and look for 4 to 5x's. You know, those are very good returns. Imagine getting a 500% return on the investment. That's crazy. That's crazy good actually. I mean, should not be. Shouldn't be all too bad here actually. So Bitcoin coming down further on, creating an even further downtrend over here. I mean, actually the momentum is definitely shifting still here, but it looks to be that we're continuing towards the downside right now, and the fear is really kicking in here. Probably things across the border are going right here. We've got 2 new updates here. Russia, chief of mission at the U.S. embassy in Moscow, which caused the U.S. an escalatory step. I mean, I do get it. So pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. So much things going around right now. And of course, Russia is currently really moving the market, like you can see here, with the US 500, the S&P 500, moving the market towards the downside right here. Yeah, the United, the Emirates are currently working on a crypto license, indeed, to become the Bitcoin industry hub. Exactly. So that's why I love Dubai. It's right, man. It's a beautiful country, and they're really trying to be innovative, and that's why I love here. They're trying to work on the future, and that's absolutely lovely. Next support target to look at. We are literally trading on support right now. Like you can see, the previous horizontal zone. I mean, I will be approached a little bit different. I will be looking, at this range over here. So next real big support zone, if we're failing to hold on towards this level, is going to be the 41 towards 40.8k, and that's going to be a good level to be accumulating at, to be very honest, man. This is my level that I will be starting to open positions as well here, to be honest. I mean, Bitcoin is about to create some bullish momentum. Yeah, not actually very good bullish momentum, actually. It lost already a lot of momentum on the top side, while it is currently probably not going to form any bullish ones. So let's see how it is going to go here. We're going to keep our eyes wide open. At what level will we fail the trend? I mean, on the 1 hour, we were already in a downtrend, actually. Like I warned you guys for, lower highs, lower lows. The 4 hourly as well. The 4 hourly will be start to create an official downtrend if we do close this 1 hour candle below the 41.9k. So if we close below the 41.9k, it's going to be officially be a downtrend on the 4 hourly candles. And then we're going to be looking for support and divergence, because we want to then see that reversal come in towards the market, right? And for that case, I want to be aiming for the 40.8k for major support approximately. So we have to have to wait a little bit longer. But the market was already looking pretty bearish before, and that's why I warned you guys about it. I told everyone I was planning to take a short, but I didn't take the short because I said I hate shorting Bitcoin, because then I'm betting against the network, and I hate betting against Bitcoin, you know? So I could have taken an easy short, actually. A 2.6% was very easy to do. Could have taken like an easy 20% from it. So yeah, next time maybe I will be open a live trade with you guys out there, because it was a pretty good opportunity. What's your worst possible target? I mean, I'm currently not aiming for worst. I mean, worst case scenario could come down to 30k, you know, but more likely scenario to play out is Bitcoin retracing towards a 38 towards 40k. It's actually my more realistic prediction that Bitcoin could come down towards those levels to see that retest come back in towards the market, right? So this level over here, this horizontal range, will be making a lot of sense to come down towards for a retest. And of course, like on the daily time frame, we can then start to be going for this retest, and we could be forming this higher low in the market, because we formed a higher high over here already. We could form a beautiful higher low, and that could be leading towards this more bullishness period in the market again. So, excuse me. That will be actually be one of the best case scenarios right now here. I already like early today. It's not because the market is down right now. Early today, while we were trading on $44,000, it was already my scenario. It was already my scenario. And if Bitcoin is right now as well going to be breaking down of this this upper slope support line, we're for sure going to reach it maybe already today. So it's going to be a very interesting one, how it is all going to be playing out, because definitely is a lot of volatility going around. There's so much liquidity in 38K. That's true. And that's the reason why the euro has the same value as crypto. It's just, I mean, the biggest Ponzi scheme is the dollar and the euro. Because, you know, how, like debt against, I yesterday saw a video. I will try to explain it. Like, the national debt, like, it's a Ponzi because there's never enough money to pay all the debt. So we always have a debt ceiling. And then a new president comes and he said, oh, wait, what I'm going to do is I will be bringing you guys more food. I will give you guys paychecks. I'm going to be investing more into hospitals. But what is he actually doing at that point? The president or the one in charge, what is he doing? He's putting the debt, plafond, yeah, how you say debt? How do you call it? Like plafond? I don't know. Debt ceiling. That's it. Yeah, he will be placing the debt ceiling a little bit higher. Why they can print more money, they can curate more debt, and never can pay the debt back because the system is rigged. Because people it's like a rigged system. Like the dollar, the euro is the biggest Ponzi scheme ever because they can never pay the debt. Because for every dollar is created, there is the double of the debt, so they can never create it. They can never pay it. So it's crazy. Thank you. Made so much money from trading the opposite way. I mean, then you lost a lot of money today, man. Actually, you lost a lot of money. That's pretty cool. So let me see. Look at the 4-hourly trend line. It matches with the support range of 41 to 42K. Let me check up the 4-hourly trend line. It matches. Yeah, well, like I'm looking at this trend line towards the upside over here. The B in depth is silent. Silent B. Exactly. Like the biggest Ponzi scheme is like the euro and the dollar. Like the currencies are the biggest Ponzi scheme. Bitcoin is not a Ponzi. Bitcoin is real world, and it's an asset. It's real scarcity, and yeah. Like the debt ceiling is like the biggest fraud ever, man. Like that's why the system is rigged and why we need something new. We need something new. We need a currency that's backed by something that's scarce, because then we are really actually having a good currency. But that takes away the power from the government of printing money and having the power of it, you know? So, and that is a thing that they don't want. They want to have power. Debt plafond. Yeah, it's crazy. I was looking for the word, excuse me. Debt ceiling. I was ceiling, man. I was looking for it. That's crazy. 2 streams a day, crazy. No, nice, man. It's definitely like there's market volatility. I will be dropping like I promised you guys. If there's market volatility, I will be jumping on live here. So guys, if you do like the streams here every single day, don't forget to smash up the like button right now here, because I try to give you guys live coverage on what is happening on the market. That will be absolutely amazing. CNN, Russian invasion very high. I mean, yeah, it's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy what we do have over here. Let me refresh the site here. So 5 minutes ago, yeah, it's crazy. What we're covering, the Russia adding 7,000 troops to the Ukraine border, despite Moscow's claim it has pulled troops back. So it just reminds me of like World War II as well, like these things, what we're going around over there. They're saying they're pulling troops back, but actually they're putting troops extra at that point. So it's pretty crazy what is happening. Hopefully they're just not going to drop bombs or something, you know. And that's the thing I definitely don't want to be seeing here. I watched The Big Short yesterday. After you mentioned it was good. I mean, guys, go watch The Big Short. No promotion whatsoever. It's the best. It's the best, man. The Big Short is just like they're explaining the bubble of the housing market. And right now, the housing market is also a very big bubble. Actually, I believe it's a big bubble. But no, they're explaining the bubble of the systems that are paying for the housing market, if I say correctly. Because like they have all kinds of weird systems. Like the government have such weird systems, and 90% of it's a bubble. But like it's designed so only 1 in a million people can see it. Like the system of the governments is designed so not everyone can see that they're actually trying to scam you, because the government is like a legal scam. They can legally scam you as well, like taxes. It's like crazy. I pay taxes over something to someone, and he has to pay taxes over someone to someone, till that money comes back all to the government. It's like crazy. So yeah, it's crazy. I mean, I don't media. I don't really like to media. Those were the days. I mean, actually, I learned a lot about. I think like World War II was fascinating to like watch stories about how it went, etc. Because you can learn from that in the future. I don't see us going up. Look at the chart. I mean, Bitcoin can reverse very quickly, brother. It's going to be important what the US 500 is going to do. It had a pretty bearish breakdown actually, so it is not looking all too strong here. I totally agree with you, man. But never bet against Bitcoin actually. But yeah, what we can see, right, the 4-hour support could be holding on potentially in 1 hour from now on. So that's going to be definitely the most important play that we should be watching right now. If Russia attacks Ukraine right now, we'll make 1,000 of short positions. I mean, let's see what's going to happen, man. Let's see. There will be for sure a lot of longs getting squeezed out of this freaking market. A lot of longs will be getting squeezed out. So Bitcoin finding its way back here, all the way up here above this range right now again. So Bitcoin is definitely finding back right now here on the lower time frames. Do you like Polkadot? I love the ecosystem of Polkadot. Only like getting into the ecosystem with your project is so hard. That's the only terrible part about it. But actually, yeah, I'm in love with the Polkadot ecosystem, man. I am in love with it. Guys, let me know. Will Russia invade Ukraine and crash the crypto market? Guys, let me know on this tweet. I'm very like excited what you guys think about this. Will Russia invade Ukraine and crash the cryptocurrency market? Make sure to react towards this tweet. If you can like this tweet and like give it a retweet, would be absolutely amazing. But let me know what we're going to do, and I will be reading the comments from here on. I will be see what you guys say. But let me know on my Twitter page what you guys think, what's going to be happening. Will Russia invade? Let me know here. Reason? No. Okay. I mean, guys, let me know. Let me know. Because if they're going to invade, probably yes, 1000%. Yeah, I mean, I totally don't hope it, guys. I don't want to have it. But let me know here on this post what you guys currently think of it. The people that care are elected from, yeah. So let's see what is going to happen. I will read the comments here in a second, so make sure to do it. Yo, man, I smashed that like button. I mean, you're an absolute legend scene. Yes, the 20th. Hopefully, no. One thing I've learned from crypto is that you have to expect the unexpected. It always goes against the most anticipated in the thing in the short term. And Mustafa, that's exactly the truth. You're spitting facts, my man. So that is exactly true. Right now, there's a lot of fear inserting doubt. So there's a lot of thought in the market about Russia invading Ukraine and resulting in a crash on the market. That is usually the thing that's not going to happen on that point. So we just have to wait. Why don't you like shorting, Rover? Is because once you're shorting, let me quickly explain this. If you're shorting a market, what you're basically doing is buying contracts against your leveraging. So you're buying contracts against Bitcoin, what will be adding more sell pressure towards the market. So let's say I'm going to short Bitcoin right now for $100,000 with a 10x leverage. What I'm basically doing is that I'm shorting Bitcoin with $1 million. So there will be $1 million at that point getting added to sell pressure towards the market. What that basically does towards the market is that the market first of all comes down a little bit, and if I make money from it, I take the money away out of the market towards my pocket, and that's what I don't like. I don't like to bet against Bitcoin. I don't like to take money out of the market to bet against Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is my baby and I like to bet with it. So if I long, I pull money out of the shorters, so I put money against bettors, and then I make more money. Just look at the Big Short, how they crashed the housing market and how millions of people lost their job, millions of people lost tons of wealth, is because some guy was shorting billions of US dollars against the housing market. You know, I'm not planning to short Bitcoin till the ground here, because then like I'm betting against the system. Bitcoin could fail if there are too many shorters, you know. That's why I hate shorting. I don't want to have shorters. That's why I don't short here. I mean, yeah, you could short altcoins because some altcoins are absolutely terrible. And you should short them to the ground here. But I'm not going to short Bitcoin because Bitcoin is my baby. Bitcoin is my baby. I'm going to be buying more Ethereum at 2800. Like I told you, I will be doing the exact same, brother. We have a very good shared mind, I guess. I don't know. So let me see what you guys are saying here on the tweet. Yes, in the short term, but we will recover within 2 weeks. So yeah, let's see what is going to happen here. If it evades, it will sure crash. Most certainly, indeed, it will crash if it does calm down. Indeed. Are you using a real account or is it demo? Like, what do you mean? A real account for what? No, this is a real account, man. For like you're talking about this. It's not a demo account, like you can see over here. Let me show you. How can I show you? Here, you can see the name of the website. It's not fake. So what are you thinking of me, man? Is he really doing that? I'm not really doing that. I'm not really faking stuff, you know. I don't like that. I only show you real stuff. So let's see. Oh, what? Oh, we've got some breaking news, guys. Ukraine makes Bitcoin and crypto legal tender in their country. Crazy. Crazy story. Crazy story. That's just in. Ukraine makes Bitcoin and make Bitcoin crypto. Sorry, Ukraine makes Bitcoin and crypto legal in their country. That's crazy. Well, like Russia's about to invade them. They're just trying to step up the market. It's crazy. Like if this was happening in like bullish market structures, we absolutely skyrocketed right now. But apparently we are not because we're in bearish markets. It's going to recover today. This is all due to DXY. Look at the DXY. What spike earlier today? Let's see. DXY indeed has been bouncing a little bit. On the recent days, but yeah, it is actually in pretty bad shape right now. It's in pretty bad shape. So if the DXY, what has always been in a downtrend, once again comes further in towards this downtrend, what it should supposed to do, because we're having so high inflation and there's so much more in circulation, most certainly it's going to come down again. Who is waiting to buy for the long buy of 40.8k ME, man? Okay, check the volume profiles. Let's check over the volume profiles, man. Let's first check up on the I think I still have it open. Yeah, I've still got it open. So let's load it up here. So volume profiles in this range where we're trading on is like we're right now trading on the last legs or 41,000. But if we're looking at the 4-hour, what we can see in terms of volume ranges, we're right now trading on one of the most critical ranges, right? So that's why I think this is a very important level of support. We're trading on a very high range of where a lot of volume has been getting traded. So if we're going to be bouncing from this point, yeah, we could be seeing a very significant volatility towards the upside getting generated. So I do look forward towards what we could be heading towards from here on. What about Shiba right now? I mean, Shiba is like a meme coin, so what about it? Yeah, I don't know, pretty, actually. It could go up or down. Yeah, I already looked at the total crypto market cap a moment ago, Emro, and indeed we discussed we're in a critical zone where we could be bouncing very strongly from off, or we could be crashing very strongly from off. But basically, if we're looking at the volume ranges, we can clearly see we're trading on very crucial levels. We're trading on very crucial levels in terms of volume support and resistance. We need to see a bounce from it, of course, from here on. So I do look forward towards what we could be getting. And of course, you can see as well the rejection came from the volume and volume ceiling from here on. Let me see. I think, yeah, indeed, the coins just need a little bit more time. Give it some more time and it will be alright, in my opinion. So yeah, indeed, we are looking at one of the most critical levels right now here in terms of volume support. So we just have to wait to see how Bitcoin is going to react towards the $42,000 level. And let's see what we're going to have here. Yeah. Yeah, let's see how it's going to be playing out. Website of Russians foreign was down, but afternoon I don't know. Yeah, there are probably a lot of like activity going around with spies in terms of like hackers, etc. So yeah, let's see. I'm in the UK and it will be South America soon. That's pretty cool. I will be probably visiting America as well. I will go to a lot of places actually. Like I've got a lot of stuff to do actually for like business related. Um, I will be probably go to Miami in April. So yeah, looking forward towards it. Let me see. A lot of short, happy people in the market because the short rep probably same people are buying green. I mean, that's why yeah, exactly, the people that are probably shorting right now are probably also buying the green. So the people that are shorting the red, they're probably also longing the green. Those are stupid, you know. You're shorting the red. That's actually the opposite way how the system works, you know, and how you can be potentially beat it. All right, hopefully we get a bounce. Hopefully, indeed. Hopefully we could be getting a strong bounce for Bitcoin from this range here because it's definitely very critical because we're trading on this critical range basically on the market where you do want to actually see a very strong bounce from up, you know. So yeah, hopefully we could get this bounce from started from here on. I just opened a long position on Bitcoin. Let's fucking go. Let's see, man. DXY could go much higher. Everyone printing and the DXY doesn't really say anything else in the strength against other currencies. But like the inflation is lower in European countries than the dollar index. So actually, I do think eventually the dollar index will be losing more strength against other currencies. It's indeed the world's reserve currency, but if we do look at the trend of the DXY, we have been clearly seeing that it has been in a downtrend over years. Personally, I like to trade with these trends, right? You can see we have been in downtrends over years. So as well over the recent years over here, we have been in a lower high trajectory. So let's see where we're going to be going. Yeah, we could come up again, but eventually I do think we are going to come down because currencies are dying. And yeah, let's see. Yeah, euro of course has been also at a pretty significant low, and it's squeezing. It's in a price action. I mean, it's sitting already a pretty significant low, right? So let's see how it is going to be moving against. But actually, for me, it's good the euro is standing low because I'm cashing out against the euro, not against the dollar. So yeah, it's pretty for me very important. Yeah, let's see. Let me see quickly. Twitter. So they posted about it. They posted about it. They're saying here the source. This is the source that oh, here, this is the Ukraine portal where they share their stuff. Of course, I can't read it, but this is the source where they say they made it a legal tender in their country, like Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. So it's pretty interesting. So yeah, what is going to happen here? It's crazy what is happening in Ukraine right now. Let's stream for another 6 hours, man. Probably have to go to eat, man. I have to eat something in the meantime. Bitcoin to 0. Let's see if Bitcoin is going to go to 0. I don't believe it. Is it true that XRP won the SSC in the court today? Actually, I've not looked the XRP case, to be honest. So if XRP, did really win that case, I would have guessed it was already pumping a little bit more actually, but it's not really pumping here. XRP, actually XRP is squeezing its price action relatively good in towards an apex right now, but it's not looked like it's really won because otherwise I would have been probably seen more price surge towards the upside. Yeah, hopefully. Do you think we dump more? I mean, the chance is relatively high. We could be seeing another potential dump here on the market, indeed. Right now we're creating another leg down here. I'm longing rather than shorting HLD right now. As well, if we check up, fitting rates are negative, HLD. So what does it mean? It means that you're getting paid to be in your HLD position. Where is HLD? HLD, let me see. HLD is like having currently negative funding rates, like you can see on Bybit, on Binance, on OKX. So a chance on the short squeeze is relatively high in HLD right now. A lot of money getting used to leverage HLD towards the downside. It's pretty bullish for me, if you ask me. It's pretty bullish for me, if you ask me. So Bitcoin coming down further, creating another leg down here. They made. They made it legal. Yeah. If Bitcoin breaks the 41.5k level, I think we can see the 30 soon. I mean, yeah, the 30s indeed, not necessarily 30k, but the 30s indeed could be getting visited very quickly, especially like the 41.8k in my opinion, because that's the support zone in terms of volume and it's previously resistant. So if we break below this range, yeah, we are going to visit way lower targets indeed. Potential M pattern, if we do break, yeah, like you can see clearly, the market moved up, down, again. What we're seeing here is basically an double top over here on the market getting formed here, looking like a typical M pattern, looking like a typical bearish white pattern. If you're going to be aiming for a price target of such kind of a pattern, you're going to be aiming for an approximately 7% correction in the market towards the downside. So yeah, it's actually a pretty bearish signal that we do get on this market right now, and this is actually a time to be relatively more careful in this market right here. What side is that? It was CNBC, man. CNBC. You will get a nice bounce from the 41.6k, in my opinion. Let's see what we're going to get here. 41.8k will be a nice level to be bouncing off, hopefully. This is definitely a range that I would be expecting is more likely to get a bounce from off. UK is currently under cyber attacks. Let's see. Yeah, let's hope for it, Emerald. Hopefully we could get that bounce over there. Because, by the way, we literally need one more follower on Twitter, and we're hitting the 16.1k followers. So, if you haven't already smashed up that follow button here on Twitter, don't forget to do so right now. Here will be absolutely epic if you could smash up that follow button right here at Rover CRC, like you can see in the left side of the screen just a moment ago. You could find it as well in the link description. It will be absolutely amazing if you could be following us right now. Only one more follower, and we can smash it up towards the target. So, will be lovely. Will be absolutely lovely. But let's see what you guys are saying here. Yes, everyone is expecting a break-in here from Russia. And it could be crashing then at that point. Putin won't back down until he gets what he wants. So let's see. Let's see what is going to be happening in the world. Do you think we're heading down to the gap? I mean, we're having gaps above us as well. And we do have a gap on 9.6 thousand US dollars. So if you're asking me, do you think we're going to come down towards 9.6k? No, I don't think so. March is dump coming. March dump will be coming. Fed is going to raise the interest rates. Actually, like usually the exact opposite thing will be happening of that. Fed is indeed going to raise the interest rates, but it doesn't necessarily mean there's going to be less inflation and less money available to be investing, because there's still going to be probably a lot of lending going around here, borrowing going around here. So yeah, let's see what is going to happen, because raising interest rates doesn't always lead towards lower inflation. Not necessarily. I can't enter the Ukraine official site, Leah. There's something we're going right. Yeah, El Salvador is Central America, just like Mexico. I invested 10K in Bitcoin right now. That's a very nice investment, my man. Everything is okay in Ukraine. Yeah, hopefully. I truly hope it. I truly hope everything is alright. US 500 trading on 4,400. Looking quite decent. Looking quite decent right here. Yeah, the stock market is just still falling further, resulting in pulling Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies even further down. That's currently our struggle that we do have in this market, is that they are dragging us down over here. So it's definitely a very big issue we currently are experiencing. It's definitely a big issue that we currently are experiencing. Also, good coin to potentially look in towards is for everyone who doesn't know it yet is Cardano. I think it's a pretty good project to be looking in towards right now. Do your own research, of course. Yeah, it is kind of the USA that's making people panic. Actually, that's true. Like the news sites are trying to panic you, and that's why I'm buying more Bitcoin, because everyone is afraid. Because how I always operate is, once there's fear in the market, I am greedy. That's just how I operate. That's just how I operate. This is going to... Oil stocks are crazy. Yeah, I mean, we do know already in the Netherlands. Let me see. Let me see how Shell is doing, actually. Yeah, they've been skyrocketing, actually, on the recent days. They've been moving up quite crazy, quite significantly. Shell has been moving up more than 35% in the past 52 days, while like the other markets has been moving down. Doing pretty well. Doing actually pretty well. Yeah, stock market is still looking pretty weak here. Bitcoin is fighting against stock market a little bit right now. Okay, look at Shiba. I mean, what I think with Shiba here, what we do have in the market is like, is Shiba going to be breaking this resistance level, right? Is Shiba going to be breaking this resistance level? That's going to be crucial. Because like you can see, we're trading against very significant resistance. If we break above it, we're looking good. We're actually looking pretty good at that point. So it's going to be definitely a waiting game right now here. Hopefully it could be absolutely skyrocket towards the upside, but it needs to break this level. Is VeChain a good place to buy? I mean, just look at this comparison over here. Just look at the VeChain against Ethereum chart on the weekly time frame. So like this is for me buy zones. These are for me buy zones. It's simply we're trading back on the demand zone that we've been trading on like several weeks and before. And right now again we're trading on the demand zone, and these are definitely times for me to be accumulating more VeChain tokens at. So yeah, I'm greedy. I'm greedy actually, pretty greedy. Yeah, exactly. That's going on. Like Bitcoin is fucking around HLD. Exactly. They're screwing it over. Okay, you all see the double top slash M pattern. Yeah, I do see it. I've already discussed it several times. You can also see it like on the 4-hour time frame. Like over here, you can easily see an M pattern, pretty bearish wise pattern. But as long as we're holding up this range over here, we're not going to aim for a breakdown. But as soon as we do break this lower side, yeah, we're going to be looking quite bearish. Actually, we're going to look for a very significant breakdown. As long as we're holding up towards it, we could still bounce back significantly. The vision is weird looking chart. Yeah, it's actually looking pretty weird to chart, but it looks like a good opportunity in my opinion. Alex, you will get more as soon as you get your paycheck. You will get more, probably. But yeah, indeed, it's undervalued. It's like a good opportunity right now. It's a very good opportunity. So it's pretty red candle that we are creating on the 4-hourly time frame. Pretty bearish one. And we are just continuing another 30-minute time frame candle. What do you think about small love potion? I'm staying away from it. I made a ton of money from small love potion, but right now I don't care anymore. I'm staying away from it. When I sell my Ethereum or HOD, they go up. When I buy them, they break down. I mean, welcome in the world of crypto. Welcome in crypto, my man. What do we do if World War 3 happens? I'm going to buy the fear. I mean, I don't care. I'm going to hodl. Probably markets will be down, but what will be probably happen the most there in that period is that actually I think Bitcoin is going to perform pretty good, because Bitcoin is a scarce asset that no one can print. And like the currencies, fiat currencies, they will be getting printed like crazy. So there will be even more hyperinflation. So people are going to look for an even more secure place to invest their money in. So Bitcoin is going to eventually skyrocket very hard in World War 3 if it happens, in my opinion. Why do almost all the coins move with the same pattern? It's because they're following Bitcoin. You're not finance. Saying something about it. I mean, I've been buying it like 1.5 years ago before the DeFi boom started. They give me good returns. I don't really use it anymore. I made my profits and stepped away from it right now. I've not looked at the chart for a while here. You're not finance. Like, I made good profits. Stepped away from it for a while ago already. But yeah, it went pretty decent here. It went pretty sideways. Good, a bad coin, good coin. Actually, it's pretty good coin. Also, yeah, pretty undervalued in my opinion for places currently standing on. But like, as soon as the DeFi hype comes back here, yeah, it's going to perform very good. But yeah, what can I say? It's a good coin. It's a good project. You can earn good money with your net finance, and they're going to keep improving. But like, the governments are trying to ban DeFi, so that's why it's terrible. You can eat on the stream. Thank you so much. That's so kind of you. Yeah. When moon? That's the question I ask myself every single day. I actually would love to see moon back here, man. I would love to see like bullish price action again. I can't wait till the bull market is back, because those periods are just so like a roller coaster. I love them. You know, I love roller coaster periods. But actually, right now, guys, I will be wrapping up the stream here. I've been live for quite a while here. Once again, 1 hour, 30 minutes. But right now, the action is really cooling off on Bitcoin. Guys, if something happens later today, I will be smashing up that live button once again on the channel as well. I've got like some stuff to do behind the scenes again still. So, guys, anyways, thank you so much for watching towards this amazing stream here. I will be trying to be back as soon as possible with you guys. Tomorrow, for sure, I will be back with another stream. If you then think, oh, these streams are absolutely amazing, I want to join it tomorrow, make sure to smash up that follow button right now. Hit that notification bell so you're not going to miss out on anything. And of course, guys, I will keep you guys up to date here on Twitter further on at Rover. Check it out right now, because Twitter is absolutely a beautiful platform. Otherwise, if you're not on Twitter, make sure to follow me on Instagram. I give you guys some insights on my my life here, etc. And of course, I give you guys some crypto tips. I post stuff about crypto in my stories. Make sure to follow it. You can find all the links in the description here. So check out the description if you want to be following me on Instagram or on Twitter. And otherwise, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.